Hey everybody, it's Tim. Welcome back. Another episode, Boone County Beekeeper. Now today is Saturday. It is the 14th day of September, and it is my mother-in-law's birthday. I want to wish her a happy birthday, which she probably don't watch my videos, and I want to wish my wife a happy 38th wedding anniversary. As you can see, we're not at either place today. We're in the bee yard. And what did I give my wife for her anniversary? Well, I'll tell you. I gave her COVID. So she's not a very happy camper, guys. So I couldn't help it. Look, just everybody around me been sick. And well, I told you last video, man, I'm not feeling good. And then the next day I had to go to the doctor. And sure enough, I was positive for COVID, but you know, they really don't give you anything anymore. So I've just been fighting it. Here we are a week later, and I'm gonna be honest, guys, I'm still not well. Yeah, I don't think I'm contagious now. I missed a couple days of work and went back, I think, Wednesday. But still got a lot of congestion, still got a lot of stuff in my head, and still just don't have any energy. So what we're going to do here today, I'll be honest, we're not going to do a lot. If you remember last week now, we got a surprise in this colony right here. We got in and found that we had a marked queen, which really surprised me. Where she come from, I don't have an idea, but I'll say this, I got in the Hive IQ, that's where I made the split from. Man, it's loaded with brood, so we definitely got a queen in there. Is it the same queen? I don't know. I went through a couple more down there, and every one I got in had brood and eggs and larvae, so I don't know. Guys, I don't know. She come from somewhere. Maybe somebody's made them another queen, and I don't know. But as far as I can tell, we're pretty much queen right down the line. So I guess time will tell. I mean, I'll be getting in them a little more here later. But the only one I'm having trouble with, and it's going to be a spoiler alert, I'll be honest, is the long hive. Guys, listen, I don't know. It just, I've done everything that I know to do for those girls. I've treated them pretty much the same way I've treated everybody else. I've fed them, you know, and I've treated them. And for whatever reason, I just do not have any luck with that long hive. So I don't know. So if I lose any through the winter, I think I'll definitely lose that one. But I'm going to keep on going and just keep pouring the treatment to them and keep pouring the food to them. We'll see what happens. So we've still got bees in there now, but they just don't seem to be doing a whole lot. So we'll just have to wait and see. They may surprise me. I don't know. But that's about where we're at. So today, what I'm going to do, it's about 12 o'clock in the day. It's about 80 degrees out here. It's going to be about 90 today. And it's just like Groundhog Day, guys. Every day is the same for the past 2 months. You get up, it's sunny, beautiful, no rain. We've had no rain. I'm telling you, it's just terrible. Well, it's the awfulest drought I've ever seen in my lifetime. I know that. It's just, it's bad. And crops has died. Farmers really struggling. It's a sad situation. Grass, man, that grass is so hard out there. It's crazy. I don't understand it, but it's just we have no rain, and there's none in the forecast. We got a couple of days next week. Got a slight chance of maybe a bypassing scattered shower. That's it. So there's none in sight. I don't know. But so now today, what we're going to do. Like I said, still don't feel well. So what we're going to do is the only one I'm going to get in today is this one right here. And what I done is I'm going to go through it real good. I did notice there last week they had a lot of empty foundation in there, and that's not fair to them girls. You know, they're going to have to try to really get built up before winter. We got about 5 or 6 weeks here, guys. We're going to be buttoning everybody up. So I brought up some stuff that I had in the freezer. I had some drawn comb. Some of it's got a little bit of honey, some of it's got a little bit of pollen in it. So we're going to give that to them, give them a fighting chance. We're going to keep a feed on them, try to build them up. I thought all week about what was I going to do here. Do I go through as a single? Do I put them over in a double 5-framer? I'm going to leave them in the single. You know, this is a same as an apple May. It's an insulated hive, so should be able to get them through there through the winter. So we'll see. Did see some eggs, saw some larvae, so hopefully she'll get laying pretty good. And we just, for whatever reason, none of them, and I'll be honest, none of them is real heavy. And I have fed and fed and fed. They've had the knotweed. I don't understand it. Usually by this time they're busting, but for whatever reason this year, I don't know if it's just dry. I don't know what it is. I cannot get them where I want them, and all I can do is just keep the feet up against them. That's all I know to do. So we'll jump in here. We'll give them some resources, and everybody's gonna get a feed here today. Everybody, we'll get some food put on them. And everybody is going to get an oxalic acid treatment, including these girls. That's all we're going to do today. Now, I'm not going to show the feeding and the oxalic acid, but we'll come back on at the end, and I'll let you know what all we found. So you hang on, and we'll get everything set up and get it ready, and we'll go from there. So just hang tight, guys. All right, guys, hopefully you can see that. And what we're going to do, we're just going to jump in here, and we're going to get some of these empty foundations out, and just kind of go from there. We'll give them some resources. They have, in fact, drunk almost all their sugar syrup, so these girls are eating good. I'm glad to see that. But, oh, that's slick. We'll see what we can do here. We've got plenty of bees in there, so we'll see what we can do. Oh yeah, I hear them. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we got. I didn't really feel real well last week, and to be honest, don't feel real well this week. We'll see what we got. Hopefully you can see that. We'll kind of go from there and see what we can do. So, looks like we're going to be a little bit on the testy side, but that's all right. There's a yellow jacket. Boy, I tell you, told you last week, these yellow jackets are really, really bad. There's an empty. Are really bad this year. And I don't know what's going on with that. So, all right, so we'll go through, see what we got, and then we'll give them some resources here. So it's a fairly heavy frame. They've been storing some nectar in there. Hopefully you can see that. That's what we're going to have to get them to do. Is they got some work to do over here. We're going to have to get some nectar in there for the winter. A little bit worried about them. It's getting pretty late, but we'll do what we can. It's about all we can do. That's a good heavy frame there. Good solid honey frame, as you can see. Nectar, I see nectar all down in here everywhere. Same on this side. Good looking bees. Another nectar frame. Okay, so we're good there. Let's see what we got. Now, give them just a little puff. I see some there's got some pollen on their legs. That's a good thing. As I told you last week, I believe that's what to do. That's a good looking. There's some brood. Look at that brood. And that's what we need to see, guys. That's what we need to see right here. Looks like we got some nectar going in. That's a good solid brood frame right there. I see eggs and larvae and all that that's not capped, so that's a good thing. So these girls, we can get them some stores. And we will. We may have to rob here and yonder. I'd like for them to make it through. There's another good solid frame of brood, as you can see. That's good. That's larvae and all the other cells. That's good. Brood right here, and they're backfilling. Looks like they're backfilling with nectar. So these girls they're trying. They're doing their thing. So they have been treated with Apivar. And what we're going to do here today, they need to do some work here. What we're going to do here today, there's another solid brood tray. This is good. So what we're going to do here today, we're going to go ahead and we're going to give them an oxalic acid treatment, and we're going to give them some food. Now look here. So there's an empty. So we're okay. We'll get these empties out. Get these empties out here, and we'll start backfilling here. So them girls may be okay. That's good. So let's see what we got here, guys. Let's a little bit on the rowdy side, and that's okay. So right here, see what we got. There is just an empty, so we'll give that right here. Another empty right here. Right there's an empty. Now let's see, right here's one that's got a little bit of honey. Got some pollen, honey, and it's been in the freezer. I'm going to put that to the outside right there, okay? So now, go over here. We'll slide these over. She'll have some room to keep on laying, and they can keep on storing. So that's a good thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 2 more frames. And that's what I got. So right here is another honey frame. A little bit of pollen bee bread in there. Like I said, been in the freezer. We'll put that to the outside. And here is an empty. And we'll put it right here. So you know what? Guys, those girls should be pretty good shape, because they're getting ready to blow up here when that brood starts emerging. So these girls may be okay for the winter. Now see, I did not see the queen in there. To be honest with you, wasn't really looking for her. We know she's in there, and we know that she's marked. So we'll take these back home with us. We know that she's marked, so we're okay. And we'll just feed. That's what we're going to do. Feed, feed, feed. Try to build them up, and give them every chance that they possibly can to make it through. It'll be a good little testament to see what this does here, this fake apamay. See how it does. And what we'll do, we'll take this feeder, and we will, what we'll do to that feeder is we will take it, and this winter, the way this feeder works, the way this feeder works, you see, you can flip these around right here, and then they can come out, so we can fill all this full of sugar here this fall, dry sugar, and they can have some resources. So I think I feel better about them now than I did last week. Seeing all that brood, that's a good sign. So I'm gonna go ahead and button them up, and we'll get back in here and feed them in just a little bit. Now, I'll tell you what we're gonna do, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the camera off. I'm gonna go ahead and treat everybody, and I'm gonna go ahead and feed everybody. And we'll come back here at the end, and I'll let you know exactly what we saw and what we found. So we'll see you here in just a minute. All right, guys, we're back, and it's about close to 4 o'clock now. I had to take my dad. We went out on top of the mountain there to the old cemetery to see how the grass situation is, and not too bad with as dry as it's been. So we got that done. Now, what all we do here today? You can see them behind me. I went ahead and I give everybody got an oxalic acid treatment here today. Everybody got fed. I had everybody that ate well. with the exception of one, and they only eat about half of their food. Now what I did notice, a lot of pollen coming in, loaded. They're bringing in pollen like crazy, so they really haven't touched our dry pollen sub, so that's okay. We'll leave it there, and when this pollen runs out, it'll be there for them, so that's a good thing. Now, one thing I did notice, I jumped in a couple more of them just to pull a frame or two out. Guys, we got brood everywhere, so this pollen coming in, they're starting to brood up good for the winter. So we'll see what happens, and I'm pleased with them, guys. I am. Now I'm gonna give you a spoiler alert. Probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I did jump over in the long hive. Those bees have absconded. I knew that last week or two that they've not been doing just right, and for whatever reason, they've packed up, buddy, and they've left. And that's the third time that that's happened to me. So we're going to convert that into a really nice storage unit. That's what we're going to do. I'm done with it, guys. I can't figure it out. I've tried everything that I know to do, but I try to treat it just like I did, you know, the Langstroth hives, but it don't work that way. And for whatever reason, your bees may do great in there, but my bees do not like going horizontal, and I don't know what that is. You would think that they wouldn't mind it, but they don't like it. And I don't know if it's something that I'm doing wrong. I mean, I'm feeding and treating, had a new queen in there. I don't know. So it is what it is. So, but now everybody else is looking good. I'm happy with what I'm seeing. So I will say this, get some really good resources out of the long hive. Apparently they've just left in the past couple days or so. So they've left me a lot of honey, left me a lot of stuff, some good resources. So I've got all that boxed up in here and some Pro Nukes. And I'm gonna take it all home and freeze it real good. And then what we did there today, I may bring another frame or two of honey up here a little later, and that come out of that long hive, since those are deep frames, and give it to that split there that we worked on there today. So see what happens. Now guys, that's about it. I don't feel real well. It's almost 4 o'clock. I'm gonna get home and get cleaned up and rest up the rest of the day. So if you don't care, hit that like and hit the subscribe. That helps me out a lot. And I'd like to thank you for being here. You know, I really do enjoy making these videos. I've told you that before, but I enjoy doing this. And I love fooling with my bees. So hopefully we'll have a good winter. Hopefully everything will make it through the winter. You know, they're all looking pretty good right now, so that's good. But now, that was the same thing I thought last year and lost them all, so we'll have to wait and see. So guys, until then, I'd like to say God bless you and God bless your family. God bless your bees. I hope you and your family's well, and I hope your bees are doing well. I hope everything's going good in your life, I really do. And if you don't care, get out there and check those bees. Very critical time right now. I say that every week, but right now you got to make sure you're getting some food on them, especially if you robbed them really hard. Make sure that they're getting ready for winter, because who knows what winter is going to hold. I don't know. So I am fairly pleased with what I'm seeing on my bees. I do wish that I saw them being a little heavier, but we still got about 5 or 6 weeks here, and I'm gonna keep the food up against them, and we'll just have to see what happens. And hopefully we can get them up to weight where we want them to be, and then we'll leave everybody some sugar on top as well, and then we'll have to see what happens. Now, like I said, I treated everybody today, Oxalic Acid. Would like to treat them again maybe 2 to 3 more times before we button them up, at least 2. So we'll do that here in the near future, and we'll see what happens. Next weekend probably won't be a video next weekend, because I do have birthday party I got to get to. My little grandbaby, she's gonna be a year old, so that's gonna be a big day for everybody. And so we'll see what happens. And guys, just take care of yourself. And thanks for being here. This is Tim, the Boone County Beekeeper. Thanks for stopping by.